Well, hey family, happy Wednesday. This is Darlene. Wanted to stop by really quick. I am making a couple of necklaces, and what I'm going to do, I want to just use all of the gold tone wire to create these necklaces right here. I didn't have time to get any done yesterday after I did these three. I got busy doing some other stuff. So what I wanted to try is just all gold. So that's what I'm going to do. I want to see how it's going, how to look. Gold is elegant, and it generally looks well, no matter how you use it. So I'm going to take three pieces. Let me do this. Let's see if I can. In this case, I am going to use. It looks like about 5.5 inches of the wire, and I'm using three pieces. So try to get them lined up. And I'm going to take them, all three pieces of the wire, and lay it flat on the wood, fold it. I'm going to try to get it as squared as I possibly can. And then wrap it around. And then wrap it around, smash. And just taking it around this stick one more time. And then like so. Let me see if I can smash this part down, because I do have to curl the ends up. So let me see if I can just smash it all down, all the ends. Do that part. This part is, wait, let me see. Try to stay in frame. Okay, so, and this is what we come up with. Oh, and then look, see how it's pulling apart? I don't want it to pull apart, so let me see if I can. Where's my other pliers at? I was sitting at my other table. Oh, here we go. So what I'm gonna do, so the top wire, I'm gonna move that one out the way, and these other two down here, I'm gonna twist those inward. And then the top one, I'm gonna try to make a small, just a small circle hole right here, right in the middle, like that. And then, and I'm putting that hole there so I can put the wire through. So I'm gonna move the top one, just kind of out my way, and then take the other two, twist those inward, and then take the end of this wire and then just roll it to try to make it a nice small enough hole like that. So this is what I've come up with. Try to move this part to the middle a little bit more. And then that's the thing, as you begin to close off the middle part of the wire, it does reshape the wire, and that's okay. Let me see, where's my wire at? I have to open some new wire. And this is 18 gauge. I always use 18 gauge wire. And then I want a long enough piece. Let me tell you how many inches it is. Let's see. In this case, I'm gonna cut about 10 inches. So I'm gonna cut about 10 inches because I want to have enough wire left over so I can fold it down and then create this wrap look right there. So take a little piece of wire, roll up my end, like so. That creates the hoop on the end. And what I'm going to do, I am going to use some more of the bone beads. I'm going to put one. And making sure that the hoop is big enough to where the bead won't slide off. And then I'm going to take the wrap wire that I just did, put the wire through, just like that. And if you notice, so the wire, let's see, what I'm going to do is this hole right here is a little bigger than this one. So because this loop here is smaller, it's smaller than the bead. So that tells me it lessens the chance of the bead rolling off. So you can see how it lays flat against it. And then that's what I want, because I don't want anything coming off. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take another bead, and then regardless to how big the top hole is, it doesn't matter, because I'm going to put a bead here, and then I'm going to also close it off with one of these beads, and then I'm going to wrap it. So the chance of anything falling off is slim to none. So let's pull this bead like so. And this one is a little bit smaller than these necklaces. It's only because I use less wire, and that's still fine. Just gives you something different. So now what I'm going to do, you can see how that is, what that is. So I'm going to take some wire and I'm going to fold it about right here. And you can see how I folded it. So I'm going to hold the wire and the bead, and I'm just going to start twisting the wire. And I'm twisting the wire because I want that wrap type look. So I'm going to keep wrapping it, and the more I wrap it, the tighter it gets. And you do have to be careful, because you can twist wire so much till it'll break. So this is about what I want. Flatten this part down. Get that nice and flat like that. And this gives you an idea of what it looks like. This is what I want it to look like. So what I'm going to do is take this part of the wire, fold it over. It ends up looking like this. And then I'm going to take it and wrap it. Wrap it all the way around till I can't wrap it anymore. And then I want to close it down. Just like that. And then I'm going to take this extra piece of wire and then just start wrapping it basically around that wire. And then I'm going to take this little piece of wire here, roll it. Oops. Shoot, I'm pulling it. I'm not rolling it. Roll. Shoot. Let me see. Roll it. And I roll it inside of this little area right here. And when I roll it, I'm basically closing off the wire end because I don't want anything sticking. And as I roll the wire, I'm basically rolling it like this. So this is the wire, the end, and I'm going to take the wire in. And that's why it slips off, because I'm trying to get it right at the end so I can literally just roll the end. And then as I roll the end literally closes, and then I wrap the rest of the wire into this part right here, the hoop, and then just flatten it down. So in that case, you don't see anything, right? This is cute. Let's see. Might as well take enough of these out of here because I do plan to make some more. This little box is full of charms. So, what I'm going to do is loosen up the bottom, the wire, and then we'll take one of these ideology tokens. And these are in my Etsy shop, these little tokens. So let's open this a little bit more. Put that on there. And then grab the bead and this part and just close that wire nice and snug. So now you have your wire nice and snug. However, if you look at it, it's not even to where when I put the chain on it. So I generally will hold the bottom of the wire and then twist it like this to where it's all faced the same way. All right, let's see. And sometimes you can do a necklace or something like how these are the same necklaces. And sometimes you can do the same necklaces and somehow, some way, the struggle is real. Like it just will not come out looking like what you want it to look like. The craziness of handmade. I found some wire earlier today too. I did order it, so I'm waiting on that to come in. Not wire, but chain. I keep saying wire, not wire, but chain, some link chain. So hopefully it works out for what I needed to do. So now this is what this one is. Simple, easy. I think I'm gonna make more of these because I really do like these, and I want to make enough of them to be able to sell them in 12s. And then so what'll happen is they will be assorted. So I'll just do them as assorted necklaces. They all pretty much will have the same style, but they will be assorted. So let me see what other color did. You know what? Let's try. How many minutes? I'm on 12 minutes. I don't like to make the videos too long. I've done some videos that was like 30 minutes, I think. I'm like, Darlene, you know, ain't nobody trying to be watching no 30-minute video. But I'm going to see if I can twist this up real fast, though, with this wire. And I'm going to just try, I'm going to do 2 colors. But I'm going to actually use more wire. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use like a yellow and the gold. Just kind of match them up. And because they are a little long, I'm going to have to, so I'm going to lay them flat on the stick and then start to wrap. So I'm not wrapping in the sense of like a circle. I'm laying the wire against the squareness of the wood. So that's what I'm doing. And then hopefully you can see that. You may not be able to, but let me see. So I'm just basically laying it flat against that piece of wood like that. So I'm trying to, I don't want it circled. So I'm trying to, you can see how I'm trying to get it basically squared. Okay, squared. Okay, and I think I'm going to stop at that much. And I could always use these pieces of wire for something else. So I'm going to cut it here. And then I'm going to try to ease it off. That's the one thing, too. You got to be careful about getting it too tight. And in this case, I think I put it too tight. So let's see if I can ease it off. I might have to try to loosen it. Yeah, see, I made it kind of tight. So let me see something. See if I can loosen it up a little bit. That's the one thing you got to be careful about getting it too tight. All right, so we got that off. I'm just going to put it back in shape. So it came out looking like a square. Like a nice little square. Because I like it squared. You know what? Let me try something. I'm gonna put the wire, tuck it in, and then I'm gonna take the other side of the wire. I'm gonna tuck it in. I like the squareness of it. I'm gonna try something. So I'm gonna cut a piece of wire. Because as you know, when I start to put the hoop in there, it closes the wire off and it starts to look rounded. So I don't want to do that. So I'm going to try something. I'm going to close off my end right here. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to use one of the beads. And then I'm going to use a couple of these 8mm beads. And I'm just trying something. If it don't work out like I want it to work out, I'm going to just take the beads off. It don't even really matter the color. And I'm putting these on is basically a base for this. So I'm going to just put this on. And I do see where I will probably have to make it. Let me see something. So that means at the bottom, it would probably have to be a bigger. Because you can see what I mean. I like that squared like that. So what I'm going to probably have to do. Do I have something flat? Let me try something. So instead of the small beads, let's try something like this. This will be different, but I'm still checking out something to see if I want to make some more like this. So if I put that on there, that does close it off, right? And the bead is big enough to where the wire will not fall off. So then it becomes, let me see something else. Let me try one of these beads. So then it becomes something to where. So what I basically need to figure out, because I do like it squared like that. So what I'm going to try to figure out, I'm not going to finish this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to figure some way out to where I can keep this squared like this. So what I have to do is figure out a way to close the top part and make that little hole at the top without reshaping the square part, because I like it just like this, the square. So I'm going to figure this out. So this one was just something I was trying. So I'm not going to finish it on this video, but I am going to come back once I figure out how I'm going to close the top and stuff off. But anyway, family, that's it for today. I'm going to make one more of these, and I will probably do it in different color, maybe some green, some blue or something. And then that's all it was for today. And we'll talk.